You don't need to take Russian lessons if you play Counter-Strike.
I don't know what to say about this.
I mean, that's Counter-Strike for you.
Have you ever posted a review about CSGO?
No, I don't think I've ever posted a review about anything, actually.
I don't think I made like a complete review of the game.
I have read some of them, yes, and they're quite funny.
I think I posted a review for CSGO like all the way at the very start, but you had to do it to get like an achievement.
Let's try this out.
You see an enemy, you shoot and miss almost every shot.
Enemy turns around, one-taps you.
Damage given 99 in 4.
10 out of 10, best game, would uninstall it again.
That has happened to me a couple of times as well. Shooting people in the back is it's actually, sometimes it's a little bit annoying.
I mean, that's Counter-Strike for you.
Sounds like a you problem, to be honest. You have to kill them, you know, shoot them in the head instead of doing 99 in 4 hits.
I honestly feel like it happens way more often now than it used to, because I don't know if I've gotten older so I spray more, but for me definitely that's a thumbs up.
That's another thumbs up, in my opinion.
Pretty okay review, maybe not uninstalled, but pretty good.
It's still the best game in the world, for sure. Thumbs up.
9 out of 10 people would say this game is great.
The other guy hasn't connected though. That's a good one.
Yeah, potato PCs, you know?
That happens all the time, matchmaking, face it. Some people will just dodge.
If a guy has a slow PC, he's not gonna enjoy the game as much, for sure.
Always that last guy who's, I don't know, going to the toilet or something when they queue up for a game for some reason and they don't accept, and then you just have to wait for another minute or something. 35 hours played, I feel like you haven't played the game enough. I feel like that's definitely a thing that happens once every 100 game or once every 50 game. Depends on if he sees 4 pros on the team and then he joins up with a full random stack.
Remember actually the other day we were playing like myself, Nitro and Yakinder were playing, and then like we're all like you, and they just dodged because I think they're afraid to lose their elo. So, yeah, some people just won't connect. Just because one, they just don't want to connect, or they're just afraid they're gonna lose, so.
Pretty good review. I think that's pretty accurate.
I feel like that's an up, but also a down, so I would say this one is a down. Ever since buying this game, I have learned very fluent Russian and I'm able to communicate with other Russians. Nastrovia.
Pretty accurate. Never seen sunlight since I bought it. Yeah, sounds good.
Lost all of my friends.
Sounds a little bit sad, but could be true.
Spent almost 1,000 on virtual pixels.
Also true.
10 out of 10 would recommend for the whole family. You are for sure.
I mean, if you have the whole family, then you got at least someone to play with. This is pretty accurate review, actually.
Yeah, you lose your mind, you lose your sanity, and you lose your money. Perfect.
It's a very good summary of Counter-Strike. I think the skins part of it might be a little bit of a downside in the long term, but maybe it's worth it in the end. Spend money on what you love. You
don't need to take Russian lessons if you play Counter-Strike. It just comes to you. You just suck it in. You want to know more. You want to listen to the Russians. So that's a thumbs up.
If you have friends, this is a great game to play with them.
If you don't have any friends, this is a great game to play alone. Sounds pretty good so far.
If you don't have the game to play, get money for it.
If you don't have money for the game, get a job. If you don't have a job, rob a bank.
You get arrested for robbing a bank, at least you tried.
Review made in 2016. Only 650 hours played from 2016. That's pretty weak.
I don't know what to say about this.
This guy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe skip the robbing a bank part, but I also recommend the game.
But now the game's free to play. So you can just open it and get mad and have people shout at you for free. That's good.
Very interesting review. Well written. Thumbs up.
This guy enjoyed the game, as you can see. Like, he wants everyone to play it. So I'll definitely say, if you don't have a job, rob a bank.
Now, reading all those reviews, do you have a review yourself that you'd want to say about CSGO?
Best game in the world. No game like Counter-Strike. There's no FPS that you can play that can give you the same feeling as Counter-Strike if you master it.
After 1,200 hours of playing this game, I can recommend the game to anyone that hasn't tried it yet.
It's a game where I play with my brothers that are way older than me, and they still have just as much fun as they did when I grew up, and just an amazing experience to play.
Don't get yourself into this. That's probably it. Don't get yourself into this. It's definitely not worth it. Run away if you can. Get out.